Hi everyone, it's Daisy McCarty, founder of Brand Message Clarity. It is winter in Texas and we are experiencing snow right now. And by snow, I mean pre-melted snow, which is also known as just very cold rain. I wanted to bring up an old sales adage for you to consider. It's the saying, you should never ask your customer a question unless you know what the answer is going to be. Obviously, this doesn't apply to any kind of discovery process where you're asking questions to learn more about your customer. This is about when you're asking a question as part of your sales or marketing message because you want to elicit a specific response. You're kind of leading your customer where you want them to go by having them answer questions that lead them to a conclusion. However, this is a dangerous thing to do if you're not considering the other frames of reference that your customers might be bringing to the table. Quick story from my childhood to illustrate that. I was working on a project one time and I cut my finger really badly and I had to get a bunch of stitches. And about a month after that, my parents decided that it would be a good character building exercise for me to finish that project. And instead of just telling me that, they asked me a question. They said, "Daisy, what do you do when you fall off a horse?" And of course, the answer they were looking for was, "You get back on." Unfortunately, they didn't consider the fact that my sister actually owns a horse and I've been riding since I was a kid. So I know the correct answer to that question, which is, if you fall off a horse, you roll out of the way so you don't get stepped on. They did not get the answer that they were looking for from me at that time. So they had to kind of backpedal and go at it from a different direction. And this is exactly the kind of thing that can happen if you ask your customer a question, hoping for a specific response that will lead them in the direction you want them to go. Something else may happen. So unless you have absolute certainty about how 90% of your customers are going to respond to a question, don't ask a question in your sales and marketing material. Simply make a statement or use a different type of approach to engage them in a conversation. That's my marketing message for today. You guys have a wonderful holiday.